behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls, so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm getting everything set up over here too, but I should be ready to go soon. Let me just finish a couple of things. Jacqueline, welcome in, Jacqueline. Man, I'm still fighting this sickness. It's like a cold or something. I don't know if it's because it's the weather's sometimey here in the A. I don't know what's going on. Chrissy, what's up? What's up? Good morning to you, bestie. Welcome in. I think I'm pronouncing this right. I'm going to do my best. Urania Gray. I think I said it right. Welcome in. Adrian, bestie, what's good? What's good? You made it in. Hey, let's give it up to Chrissy, everybody. You know why? Chrissy just got that #1 gifter badge. So what does that mean? Chrissy been putting in that work. Thank you, bestie. Hey, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that, Adrian. For real. Thank you for the finger hearts. Thank you for the tiny dinies. Thank you, bestie. Chrissy, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate you, bestie. Oh, who we got right here? Let me check you out for a minute. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. Amanda, what's good? I'm going to bring you up before I start the show. What's good with you, Amanda? Hey, Deb. Let's give it up to Deb. Deb just got that #3 gifter badge. So what does that mean? She been putting in that work. Thank you, bestie. Thank you. Marie made it in. Bestie made it in. I'm trying to bring you up real quick, Amanda, before we start. It just keeps spinning. I don't know. Maybe you didn't mean to send the request. All right. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and drop you, though, Ma. All right. We're going to get to some business today. Now, look, I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to play the audio. Hey, babe. I'm going to try to play the audio, but I'm going to try to link the pictures with the audio. Okay? So we're going to try something new. We're going to try to evolve a little bit. Sharita, good morning, bestie. How are you doing down there? We're going to try to see if we can get this accomplished or whatnot. All right? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to listen. I'm sure everybody got the news, right? The hottest thing in the news right now, the Jeffrey E. book, birthday book came out. Thank you, babe. I appreciate the heart me. Right? And some of the pictures or excerpts from the book was released. So we're going to listen. Shout out to Midas Touch Network, because we live in an age where people say if you don't have receipts, then don't come with nothing, right? Every morning I listen to them. They provide me with receipts. Whatever they reporting on, they provide us with receipts. And get this, if they need to go back, if you need a refund on something you might have forgotten, they're not afraid to go and run it back and get you where you need to go, right? So shout out to Midas Touch Network and the work that they do over there. So what we're going to do is listen to the audio, because he's also going to break down and narrate the picture, right? From that's taken from the birthday book. I'm going to try to put it up here so you all can see it as a background. Rochelle, thank you for the heart me, bestie. You made it in. Am I loud? Am I loud? I'm loud in my ear. I'm gonna turn my mic level down. Am I good on y'all end? Okay. Okay, good. I'm not loud. Okay, good, good. I swear for cheese and crackers, all I had was a cup of coffee this morning, but it sounded like it was blaring. But before we get in that, let's give it up to Rochelle. Because Rochelle just got that number 3 gifter badge. And that let us know Rochelle been doing what? Putting in that work. My fellow news crew member. Yes. So we're gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to take care of that right now. So before we even get started, I'm gonna go ahead and put, you know what? No, I'm gonna let him talk, and then as he puts up the picture, I'm gonna make an attempt to share the picture here with you all. Deal? Put a warning live if we cool with that. And look, we testing this on the fly. Never done this before. Trying to navigate through this thing and see what we can do to make the podcast better. Now listen, before I get into this though, I want to make this announcement because yes, it's been brought to my attention about the TikTok platform closing down or going away or switching to new guidelines and stuff like that. Listen, if you haven't made a Rumble account, go and make a Rumble account. So that way you can still catch the lives over there, right? If you don't have Rumble, you got YouTube. That's cool because when we stream on Rumble, we're also simultaneously streaming live on Rumble, YouTube, as well as Facebook. But here's the thing, people. If you're on Facebook, it's not my personal profile that I stream to. You have to go to my fan page. It's you'll see. Well, I think I changed the default picture, but it's my fan page. It's Mr. Breaking News G Smooth. So if you're on Facebook, go and follow that too. And if you want to keep up with the lives that way, that's going to be the best way. If indeed everything changes on here, like they're saying it's going to. All right. Make a mental note of that, everybody. All right. So we're going to get the show started. Let's go.
By now, you are well aware of the birthday card that Donald Trump sent Jeffrey Epstein for Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003. We did a whole report on it here on the Midas Touch Network and showed you Donald Trump's signature. Donald Trump is denying that's his signature.
All right, hold up. Let me see. This is going to be something right here. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. Okay, I think I might have it down. It's just a matter, and there's so many pictures. So I got to make sure I got the right one before I put it up. Is that it? No, that's the next one. There we go. Okay, this is what he's starting off with right here. No, it's not. Yeah.
Signature, and his entire regime is saying it's a forgery, which is utterly absurd. But I want to dig deeper right now, and
unfortunately, I can't get the whole picture in there, so I'm explaining to you. Over here, this picture, the picture right down there is Jeffrey E. giving kids that are giving people who are not the age of consent balloons, right? And it goes in order. So he gives them the balloon, right? You got me? Then he goes and put them on the plane up here. The plane is flying to the island, which is where the home is right here. And then if you look directly below me, it's kind of cut off. But those same girls that weren't the age of consent is now giving him a massage, and he's in his nude.
Talk about the other secrets that are contained in that birthday book for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday. There are other very disturbing references to Donald Trump in that book that I want to share with you. And there are also a lot of other kind of coded language, which seems to be indicative.
Okay, I didn't give you that part. This picture over here that I told you where he's giving them balloons, that's actually, it says, it has 1983 on it. And now you can see right here, it says that this is 2003, where they're giving them the massage.
Of the crimes and despicable behavior that Epstein was involved in. But I'll let you form your own opinions.
Yes, let's get
here.
cheeky with it.
So just
horrible.
To jog your memory, the House Oversight Committee subpoenaed this birthday book from the Jeffrey Epstein estate. The Epstein estate is basically
Hold on. Let me stop right here too, because I want to say something, because I know we're gonna face it. I already know it's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna jump out in front of it right now. This isn't about a political party. This is about morals. It's about character. And it's about crimes. So before anybody hop on here and say, well, Clinton is mentioned in it. Yup, he is. And I got to say this right here. Clinton had been president for what, 24, 25 years. Hadn't been nowhere in the office. But that doesn't matter. If he did, he partook in this kind of activity, yes, we want him held accountable as well. We're doing this because we need other people who support somebody, the cheddar colored coat leader. We need you all to catch up to speed. Forget the person. Think about the people that were not the age of consent, that are victims/survivors. That's what we're doing it for.
Administering all of these settlements and all of the cases against Epstein, and they're in custody and control of lots of evidence relating to Epstein. The MAGA Republicans did not want to subpoena this. This is,
of course, a commercial starts. Hold on one second. Get back to that. Get back to it.
On the House Oversight Committee, led by their new ranking member, Democratic Congress member Robert Garcia, who pushed to subpoena this book. So we now have the full book. So,
all right, I don't think I had that picture, but it says it's a book that says the first 50 years, and the caption reads, and he may read it, I don't know, but it says the contents of Jeffrey E.'s birthday book, even beyond the cheddar colored coat leader's own message, are grotesque, appalling, and paint the picture of sexual deviant surrounded by close friends who knew exactly what he was into. And yes, the cheddar colored coat leader that this platform don't like you mentioning his name is mentioned by others in the book as well. And it gets even more depraved. Sorry. All right? So what that's telling us right now, we're not only limiting the cheddar colored coat leader's name with Jeffrey E. Jeffrey E. is not the only one that mentioned him. There's others that are mentioned in, or that part of this book that brings him up as well. All right? We make sure we following along. Let's go.
Of course, by now you're well aware of the Trump letter where Trump talks about.
Pause. The letter. Let me get that for you. Let's get that up there. Some of them I was able to crop. Some I wasn't. I tried to get you the best ones I could. All right. So here, let me make me a bubble so I can. Will it let me do it? Let me see something. It's a small square. Here we go. Let's go. That way maybe you can see it a little more. Drop me down here somewhere. All right, because I want you all to see the visual. Okay, here we go.
How, there are secrets that they share. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And then he said, basically, in every day, may every day be another wonderful secret. And then he goes on to talk about how enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? So the House Oversight Dem says, here it is. We've got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, let's go to the next. Y'all with me? Let's go to the next. All right, let's see. Where is that? Where did it go? Hold on. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on one second, people. Okay, here, let me see. Yeah, effects. Okay. And then we are going to, oh, no. All right, we'll leave it here. I showed you one before. This is It's this picture, but it says here it is. We got the Cheddar Color Cult leader's birthday note to Jeffrey E. that the president said doesn't exist. The Cheddar Color Cult leader talks about a wonderful secret the two of them shared. What is he hiding? Release the files. That's what it says on there. That's what it says on there. Right? And that's what, hold on, because I'm trying to get y'all coming. Okay. Why does his signature look like hair of a woman? Exactly. Exactly. That goes to that. Only somebody with that type of mentality would think of something like that. In fact, there's the internet, not internet. The internet is savage. All right, it's savage, and there's actually a AI picture going around where the Cheddar Color Cult leader is at the desk signing, or no, he's not. Yeah, he's at the desk holding up a book. You know how he likes to sign things into office that is really nothing on the paper, but it's that signature. Yeah, he's holding that right there. And then next to him, they've AI'd what's her name? Melania? I don't know. I don't even care. But anyway, she's next to him and she's got a white dress on, and they have put this picture on the dress. So where his signature is on this picture up here is aligned with her, you know, crazy work, man. Crazy. Oh, he asked me if I want to cancel. No, I don't want to cancel. Okay, let's go.
About what Donald Trump actually said in it. Trump claims it didn't exist. But then there's this from the birthday book as well.
All right, now let's go to the next. There we go.
Well, as the House Oversight Committee explains, here's a new page from Epstein's birthday book. Epstein and a longtime Mar-a-Lago member joking about selling a fully depreciated woman to Donald Trump for $22,500. It's a photo of friends of Jeffrey Epstein's. This is one of Epstein's friends and Mar-a-Lago member, Joel Pascoe, who made a crude joke about a woman that Trump and Epstein socialized with and may have done more with in the 1990s. According to people familiar with the matter, you take a look at what it says right here, and it's quite disturbing indeed. Let's read it together. It says, Jeffrey, showing early talents with money and women, sells fully depreciated, and then the woman's name. They're saying that she's fully depreciated to Donald.
Okay, now the lady's name is dark. It's below here. You can't see it. You all can't see it. But this is words written under this picture right here that he's reading, and the lady's name is blacked out, so it's redacted.
Donald Trump for $22,500 showed early people skills too. Even though I handled the deal, I didn't get any of the money or the girl! Exclamation point. And it's Epstein and others, part of the Mar-a-Lago club, holding this check that basically was showing Donald Trump buying this girl as they're kind of mocking her, a fully depreciated girl that Trump is buying from Epstein. It's really despicable stuff. The book was about 238 pages or so. I went through the book. I'll keep going through some other pages so you can see there was.
Want to keep your hairline?
Hold on, y'all. It's commercial.
Before I was a 22-year-old divorcee working as a hostess in a hotel restaurant. After Jeffrey, I now live in New York City and have traveled to Paris, London, Milan, Copenhagen, Tokyo, Hong Kong. She lists a bunch of cities. I have met Prince Andrew, President Clinton, Sultan of Brunei, Donald Trump, and then it goes on to list other people.
Okay, let's take a break for a minute. Once again, this was long before now, right? So we can't. And I'm speaking simply to the what you call it, Mindless MAGA minions. Hold on. Charlie says, stop your lies. You will pay someday when you meet your maker. Okay, everybody. Let's give Charlie, let me talk to Charlie for a minute. Because Charlie, you see, you're the type of person that flunked lunch in school, right? Because clearly the evidence I'm presenting to you is what's in the book that was released, right? So Charlie, let me, like I said, you was the one that flunked lunch in school while everybody else was in social studies and science and classes like that. You was out in the trailer eating Elmer's glue. So here's what I'm going to say to you. It doesn't matter how much you worship the cheddar colored cult leader. This is what he did. And sir, I'm going to bring it to life. And it ain't about a red or a blue thing. Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, whomever is from the blue side that participated or partook in these activities, I want them held accountable as well. There's no way, Charlie, there's no way you could worship the Lord and Savior. You know why I say that? Because if you did, you wouldn't be okay with people under the age of consent being defiled like this, being violated like this. So there's no way you could be worshiping the Lord and Savior. You might be worshiping Cheeto Leaning. You get me? All right. So here's what we're going to do, because I've given Charlie his attention that he wanted, because you know apparently he never came off the nipple of his mama. So here's what we're about to do with Charlie. We're about to just make Charlie disappear from here, right? Because he needs to get. No matter of fact, let me bring him up. Let me bring him up. I don't want to. I want to talk to Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. I sent you the invite. Welcome in, little brother. We already got one of these mindless MAGA minions in here. All right, so you're not going to come. Okay, so you want to talk. You want to talk big boy stuff in the chat, but you don't want to come up. All right, Charlie. Sit back and enjoy the ride. You think you're mad now? I hadn't even scratched the surface yet.
And then it talks about, I have flown on the Concorde, gone skydiving, taking a flying lesson. Again, you see that Donald Trump is referenced as someone that Epstein introduced her to. And there's this, Jeffrey, there are no words to describe how much I appreciate and admire you.
Right,
I believe you're the most extraordinary person I've ever met.
MAGA. Exactly.
And can't believe how lucky I am to have become part of your life. What you have shown and taught me in 1 year.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I was I didn't put the picture up there for you. Un momento, por favor. We're on this one now. Charlie. What we have here is a female whose age is in question. Now, these pictures right here, some of them that's blacked out is her by herself. The one here in the bottom right, she's topless. So that's why that's there. But then you had there's another picture on here where Jeffrey E. has his hands in her pants. So yeah, this is what the guy that you are supporting, Charlie. This is the kind of company he kept. Have you ever heard birds of a feather flock together?
Is more important than what most people experience in a lifetime. What else can I say but? And then but is spelled like a B-U-T-T, redacted images of a woman of indeterminate age or a girl of indeterminate age.
Charlie likes them young.
With redactions over
He's not like us. He's nothing
her
like us.
chest
You're right.
and her face. And then it goes on to say, thank you.
You got
And then
that
there's
right.
a photo of Jeffrey Epstein putting his hand in the pants of that girl right there. You keep on reading on more. This looks like it's from Leslie Wexler, the guy who started Victoria's Secret, who was a client of Epstein's, or Epstein managed his money, I should say. Dear Jeffrey, I wanted to get you what you wanted. So here it is. And it is dated January 20th, 2003. It's a doodled photograph of breasts. Happy birthday, your friend Leslie. This is from Alan Dershowitz, December 11th, 2002. Dear Jeffrey, as a birthday gift to you, I managed to obtain an early version of the Vanity Unfair article. I talked them into changing the focus from you to Bill Clinton, as you will see from the enclosed excerpt. Happy birthday and best regards. And then it's a mock-up of a fake magazine called Vanity Unfair, and the mock headlines in this fake magazine called Vanity Unfair is Jeffrey Epstein's A Bloody Summer, Jeffrey Epstein's, and then expletives, rampage, bring it on, Jeffrey, consume me, Jeffrey, intoxicate me, Jeffrey, Nicole Kidman bears her soul. Was it Jeffrey Epstein exclusive? The 100-year-old mystery solved. So that's, I guess, what they find funny. It's pretty sick stuff.
I'd do anything.
Hold on.
Oh.
We got a commercial here. Oh, Charlie.
Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein in a pool together. She's topless.
We got you, boy.
And there's obviously a black redaction bar over her breasts. But in the actual book, she's topless. Notably, Ghislaine Maxwell said during her interview with Donald Trump's former criminal defense attorney, now the number 2 at the DOJ, that she really didn't know anything about this book. She barely remembered anything about it. Well, she's naked in the book and she's referenced throughout it, and she put it together. There's another name for that. It's called perjury. I'll play you that audio in just a moment. There are creepy pictures like this of Jeffrey Epstein and some of his guy friends in their underwear. You see it right there. Then there's poems, creepy poems in this book. Like this one. Who is the bum over there? Why, it's Jeffrey, I declare, the man of means, in a sweatshirt and jeans, at a black tie formal affair. To add to life's piquancy, Jeffrey, with increasing frequency, on any occasion with little persuasion, will outrage the public decency. I have heard that Jeffrey will act with morals, decorum, and tact, with honor, goodwill.
At all, bestie. You know why? Because they all are. They all are. Who is it? Somebody else says haters, they mad, haters, they lost, haters can't stand that the cheddar color coat leader is the boss. Yeah. Well, I can say the fact that you came in and said that with your chest, I can't see your name. I think it says Caden, but I can't really see because of the background. But anyways, the fact that you came in and had just the innate strength and courage to come in here and show people just how ignorant you are, I got to commend you on that. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Everything that I'm putting up here is called receipts. So that means what they're saying, and I'm showing you the receipt, and you still slow. Stop eating paint chips, Caden. You the one, you see, Caden is one of those people that sits here and has to wear a special helmet. That's Caden right here. Super C said keyboard warriors. Yeah, plenty of them on here, right? Plenty of them on here. But we're going to continue on. I already knew that the devil was going to be in here today. I prepared myself for it because I'm giving that work. And all of you Cheddar Color Coat Leader supporters, welcome. Welcome to the podcast. And the name of the podcast is hashtag I'm going to say it. And what that entails is that I'm gonna say that quiet part out loud. And I'm gonna let you. This is just a bonus before we get back to the show, because I'm not gonna give them too much time because they're not worthy of that. But I'm gonna give you this bonus right here. When y'all cheddar color coat leader decides to go into Chicago with that same rhetoric that he used in LA, that same rhetoric that he's using right now in DC, y'all are gonna be in for a rude awakening. I don't know how to convey to y'all enough or in mere words on just how different, just how much Chicagoans don't care about no political matters, anything like that. And to think, let's think about this now. In Chicago, aka Chirac, it's in the name. Just think about it, Chirac. In Chicago, you have GANGs that have made an oath to be in conflict with each other throughout the end of time. They can't stand each other. But those same GANG members and people have made a statement saying that they will unite to go against your cheddar colored coat leader if he brings military there. Now I want you to just put that in your little pipe and smoke. You got to think about it. If they have made basically a pact to go at each other for the rest of their lives, and they said there's nothing that's going to make them stop doing this, but now they're saying if he comes and brings the military there, they'll unite to go against him. You've got to be a special kind of effort for them to do this kind of thing. But hey, don't listen to us. We don't know it. Don't listen to me. I ain't gonna put nobody else in it. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just got relatives that's been living in Chicago for decades. I just got experience from going to Chicago to visit them, the things that I saw. But what do I know? Go on up there. Send dirty diaper Donnie on up there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I promise you this time won't be staged. This time, that I'm just gonna leave it at that. I was gonna get deeper into it, but I know how this platform is. Just know it won't be staged this time. Rochelle said, laughing my butt off. Me too. Jason says that's what Cheddar Color Cult Leader wants, so he can declare martial law. And yeah, okay, well, yeah, he can want. Hey, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Cause see, here's where the problem come in at, and who made that comment? Jason, shout out. Welcome in, Jason. The thing about it is, you're going into a place where they got the same thing the military got. They don't have that embedded in their mind to just lay down and roll over. They don't do that up there. So like I said, Jason, and please get the word out. You think you're going to go into Chi-Town with those same tactics, you're going to have bigger issues. And truth be told, Jason, actually what he's doing is illegal. It's against the law. But I digress. I know some of y'all, I get it. No, let me see. Let me go back. I didn't see the comment. I see half crime. Is that what you're saying? Where you from, Rochelle? Oops. Let me go on his live. My bad. Where you from, Rochelle? Do y'all see? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I think some people might have gotten it. All right, we back on. We back on. Ah, okay. Okay, good. You from Chi-Town. Thank you. Okay. Somebody, who was that? I'm gonna take this off because I can't see y'all coming. BA7150 says you're gonna have fewer relatives if they get in the military's way. Bruh, nah, they in wild 100s. I don't have that fear. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you got relatives in the military that allow a man that craps his diaper to have them go out there and go against the oath that they took in the military, you're gonna have less relatives. I have no fear over my relatives. They survived Chi-Town this whole time. No, you better know about the wild 100s. What? I expect. Listen, some of y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. We gonna get back to the show, people. To my real ones, my day ones. We gonna get back to the show. But we gonna. Like I said, I already knew we was gonna go through this. So let me read some of these mindless mango colored MAGA minions. Here's the thing with that. Bro. Not only is it those people that's out there already actively part of the GANGs, right? They have people that's coming up, you know? Somebody said it's going to be like LA. You didn't see them in East Los Angeles. They walked around downtown like that part. If I got a moderator that's free, please pin her comment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go into all these little soft neighborhoods and stuff like, and I'm not trying to disrespect any neighborhoods. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about you can't. They're not going into the places where things get real. But I'm trying to tell you right now, they in Chicago. They live for this. They live for this. She said they walk around downtown like cowards. They are. Isn't it ironic they wear masks? There was another group that wore masks. That's too much. I'm giving you too much. BA says they have tools that will scramble your brains, and you can't fight if you're unstable. That might be true, but I'm gonna tell you, the people in Chicago, they got things that just gonna take your brains out your head. You can't think, walk, do anything without your brain. BA, I done gave you enough time. So I'm like I said, you were Charlie. You the one that flunked lunch. You was out in the trailer eating glue while the rest of us was in prereqs. But listen, keep that same energy. And I'm gonna say this. The next one, you going to Chicago, that next one is not gonna be staged. And it's not gonna be a pack of BLOOD that you slapped on the ear. Just know that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Angie B checking in from London says, how you doing? How's the lovely G Smooth today? And everyone, I'm doing well. How are you doing, Angie B? Everybody, give it up for Angie B. She is actually tuning in and joining us from London. You know, Angie, I'm going to ask you a question. How do y'all view the cheddar color coat leader that's a president of unfortunately this country? How do y'all view him over in London? All right, I got to get to work. I got to keep going. All right, we're going to keep going. I'm looking for your comment though, Angie B. Oh, Liverpool, England. I'm sorry. Liverpool, England. I'm sorry. That's where she's from. Still, we're going to give it up to you because Liverpool, England is forever away too, across the pond. But you're still tuning in with us. So it's great to have you in. And she's solid.
and truth, but forsooth, this information may be inexact. As far as I can detect, Jeffrey seems to select to express his mood, terms rude, crude and lewd, and politically incorrect.
That is true,
Jeffrey
Rochelle.
at half
Even
a
red
century
people are sick
with
of the orange
credentials,
queens.
plenty
Exactly.
of potentiary, though up to no good whenever he could, he avoids the penitentiary. So I guess making jokes about avoiding the penitentiary for having a sex pedo trafficking ring. There are cartoons like this of Jeffrey Epstein giving little girls balloons.
We showed that.
And then you
We'll
see
do it
the
again.
jet.
Oh, there you
So
go.
it starts off little girls getting balloons, and then you see the jet. And then those
Let me
girls
set it.
are massaging Jeffrey Epstein and touching his genitals in this cartoon. And then it says, "What a great country." And it seems to be a cartoon of Epstein or Epstein's friends grooming underage girls.
BA, Charlie, and that other for Caden or whatever. I just got a quick question, just a small question for you all.
Is this part of y'all making America great again?
Because if y'all consider this great, y'all haven't came nowhere out of decades and centuries ago. And what is it? Were y'all didn't have charisma in school? Yeah, what happened? Y'all get y'all lunch taken? No, y'all couldn't have got your lunch taken because you flunked lunch. Okay, so what is it? What would make y'all want to do something like this? What would make y'all want to support a man who is a part of this? Rochelle, I got to give you that for that comment. Lord have mercy on those that are misled. I had to give you you was right on point with that. We literally showing, because they got no excuse now, Rochelle. They got no excuse now because we showing them proof. They are choosing to be intentionally ignorant right now because we are showing them. We are showing them. Show me proof he's in it. Because if so, you put him right on in there. We not sitting here saying if they part of the blue team or whatnot to not put him in. We're not saying that. So show us proof. Show us proof. Somebody said what? Amy says what proof? Proof of what exactly? Stick around. We're too far in to go back now. Just stick around. Sit down, have a seat in the corner. I'm not sure who was in the book. Sorry, this is his birthday book. You can't really see it, but it's his birthday book. Far worse than the Cheddar Color Cult Leader Fear. You know, this is probably why. Excuse me. This is probably why when he was running for that competition that happened in November that he really lost. But you know, yeah. But he said that he would release. He had no problem releasing the stuff. Yeah, and then remember. Pam Blondie said that, yeah, she had the files on her desk, remember? And remember the photo where everybody was, the video where everybody was coming out of the meeting and they had the Cheddar Color Cult Leader cap in their hands and they had these white binders that said it was the Jeffrey E. file, the list. You see what I'm saying? Remember that? Y'all remember that? And then we went into, it didn't exist. Then we went into it was a hoax. So here's my question. If it's a hoax, why y'all so upset? Why y'all so mad? Because if it's a hoax, it would all come out in the end, right? Because if it was a hoax, and another thing, he was saying that that's not his signature on that first slide, picture in the slide that we showed. Yeah, I forgot that part. Who said that? I can't, man, it's got to go up so I can see your name. But I'm going to read your comment. It says, now he's an informant. Boy, yeah, look. We can't make this up. We can't make this up. And another thing we want to know is what was being thrown out of the window at the president's house in the black trash bags. Yeah, the truth don't change. We done had, you got the files, you don't have the files, they own the girl's desk, and it's a hoax, and you done did a whole stage play where you had people coming out of the building with cheddar color coat leader hats, like they've been to some kind of museum or something, and then they got these white bonders like they about to go home and do some studying and stuff, all the while now all of a sudden it ain't true. And then now you saying, well, he was an informant. Boy, y'all lies lie. Y'all lies lie. And yet, here y'all go. You right there following him anyway. No, he lying. And y'all get on here and regurgitate everything he feeds y'all. He could come and pour syrup on poop and y'all gonna say it's pancakes. Man, miss us with that. Miss us with that. We get back to work and make y'all mad some more. Because I love it.
To perform sex acts on him on his island. That's what the photo appears to be to me. There's messages like this. 2 very young girls, probably just 17, and were riding in my father's caddy, Park Avenue, top down.
Hold up, because we don't want them to say, well, I didn't see that. That's not on there. Hold on, let me get y'all. Hold on.
It say that, but we don't see the picture. So it doesn't exist. It's a lie. It's a hoax. I didn't see that picture. You said you were showing the pictures in the birthday book, but I don't see that picture.
Hold tight. There you go. Receipts.
Down, smooching it up in a car, drop dead, laughing.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5 or 6 figure payout if you suffered a serious injury at work, like a broken bone, torn tendon, or needed surgery? Yes, even if the injury happened months ago.
Hold on, y'all.
Most people settle for...
We got a commercial we got to skip by. Here we go.
People showed photos of Epstein. Girls on my boat. We picked up girls on the beach, went out on boat. I'll tell them with knife in my hand to take suits off. But Warren tells, don't
man.
worry, his name
That's
is
true.
JN. He's just joking. He lives at so-and-so. I tell Mark to throw him into the water. He did. Castaways Volume 1. I was porking some girls in bed, and Jeffrey brings in the maid to make bed. She left screaming and never came back. We both in bed porking some girls. I said, what do you think, while he's shoving penicillin down my throat? There's this letter from someone named Johnny Boy Kafka.
Matt Nunya, you said breakfast sausage. No, sir, we're not talking about what your mother sucked. We're just talking about what's going on in the birthday book. Keep up.
January 15, 2003. Dearest Jeff, 50 years old. You really had a pretty amazing life. Amazing because of where and when it started. Paula and Seymour effing. But the curses are there. Who was there to tell him where to stick it? Who told him to spit on her C word for vagina to make it wet? Maybe they had more on the ball than we all give them credit for. Anyway, that night back in 1953, as they lay there intoxicated from their lovemaking, little did they know they would be bringing into the world early the next year. Let's fast forward. I remember summers when Warren would always work some shit-ass job. Nathan's for minimum wage. I would always find something. Male Ego in Brighton Beach, and Frog would too, Cabana Boy. But you, Jeff, would never work. Yes, you were special. You did things like music camps in Michigan, which brings me to when you lost your virginity. You may not remember, but I was under the same roof that New Year's Eve in 67. The first time I ever flew was with you. I went with you to Michigan to visit your friend.
Shout out to Chrissy.
The
Chrissy just got that number 3
for
gift
New Year's.
bag.
It was also the first time.
What does that mean, people? That mean Chrissy been putting in that work. Thank you for that support, bestie.
I had ever laid eyes on a bright, attractive, bubbly, blue-eyed Midwestern female. She was like an alien to me. She wasn't Jewish or Italian. Wasn't she your first? My first was up in Monticello, where I spent part of the summer with Lloyd and Andy working at Playland Arcade. In Monticello, it was Lloyd's girlfriend. Anyway, back to the Michigan trip because it was significant. Jeff, you took me with you. It was my first time out of Brooklyn. It was no big deal, but we went, and nobody else ever went anywhere back when and where we...
Hold up. Let me pause that because my little brother, I just seen a comment from my little brother. He said, let's get one thing very clear. The truth will come out eventually. Oh, man, I can't. I can't. Hold on 1 second because it keeps making your comment go, okay. And the only. I wish I could. Hold on. Because of the background I got on the picture, I can't see it. But I hope y'all can. Okay, here we go. It went up. Let's get one thing very clear. The truth will come out eventually, and they can only conceal so much. Hey, little brother. Boy, that part right there. That part right there. As if they... And look, their lies are already not adding up. And again, we're already saying, even if Clinton is in there, which it says he is, we want him held accountable. But they cannot match that same energy.
We came from. Then there's this image in the book. Are you sure this
We're
will make
providing receipts
my
right here on
winky
hashtag
grow?
I'm gonna say it.
Oh my, never seen those pants before. Waiting for my foot massage, and it's photos of Epstein in, I guess, a spa waiting to get massaged. It's unclear. There's this photo that he received, very creepy, men wearing masks. Finally, at home of our friends, let's call him Mr. Brown. Jeffrey unveiled his plan. To some, it may have seemed a get-rich-quick scheme, but to me, it was pure genius. Rob and kill was the name of the plan. The first victim, redaction, to be attacked and brutally plundered. Would she want more than that? On the boardwalk in Venice Beach, broad daylight. The dastardly thieves were never caught. Postscript. I retired from the life, but I recently read an article in New York which led me to believe that my old friend Mr. E had continued on and became an industry leader. Is he referring to the New York Magazine article where Donald Trump said that Epstein likes women on the younger side? There's photos like this, and thought you might like some bikini shots. Bye-bye. Leaving you with some interesting friends to entertain instead. It's woman of indeterminate age. Looks like she's in her underwear.
Okay, so I missed the one picture. It was a picture of a female in her bathing suit. All right. I'm gonna say it's like a political version of Puffy Jacket. No difference. It all boils. I don't know. Your comment went up too fast, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Both people need to be held accountable. My brother says, and I don't know if you've seen that video of that Missouri senator claiming. Tiffany, what's up, girl? Long time no see. How you been doing, Bessie? It says claiming. I can't see because it's on the words at the on the background. When you go up, I'll have it though. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep providing these receipts that we're using right here. Okay, can I calm down with it? Why won't let me? Hold on. I know why. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Okay, here we go. He says, and I don't know if you've seen the video of that Missouri senator claiming America belongs to YT people. It don't. I haven't seen it, but just for those that's in here that think that, it don't. I even break your heart a little more. We were already here long before them ships and transatlantic thing came over here. We was already here, along with the indigenous people. My little brother says not everyone else, but yet they admitted they had to come over here in the boats. Rochelle says, I need to charge my phone. Okay, go ahead. Thank you for joining us. Or if you can stay on, that's good. Triangular trade. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Tiffany said. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Matt Nunez says receipts for that claim. What claim, Matt? What you talking about? Y'all just bear with Matt. He's a troll. He's a troll. But just bear with him. All right. And so while he's doing that and figuring out how to put them, okay, here he is. Okay, he says you were here before. Oh, before the boats. Oh, okay. How do what's the receipts for that? History. You see, I love social studies. That was my favorite subject in school. Uh, and but see, like you though, Matt, I got to actually give you. I actually got to give you credit. Like you, Matt, for a long time, I believed the big white lie too. I believe that we were just brought over here, and my ancestors was just brought over here in boats. But then you see, when you actually go and do your own research, instead of listening to somebody who clearly doesn't have any knowledge or any kind of sense, because if they did, they wouldn't have had like a 1 point something GPA, stuff like that. But when you actually do your own studying, and that's why, the matter of fact, this is what I'm challenging you to do, Matt. I'm challenging you to actually do your own research and stop listening to someone who has not a clue on what he's doing. Because here's what that's going to do, my friend. It's going to stop you from looking so ignorant. And you're going to see life in a different perspective. You get me? But yes, sir, I really, really, really hate to hurt your feelings. But yes, the Europeans did not bring BLK people, my ancestors here. They brought some. That is true, but they were already here. We were already here with the indigenous people, sir. But hey, sticking to your point though, Matt. Oh yeah, my little brother says. Matter of fact, doing ancestry research, yeah, that'd be great. But that's too complicated for them to figure out, because they're into batteries and sharks and things of that nature. And putting chemicals. You get me. You get me. Bleaching things of that nature. But sticking to your narrative, Matt. Since you guys are all for deporting criminals, because I'm with you on that, Matt. I'm with you on that, Matt. I'm actually for cleaning up our country and getting crime up out of here. I'm with you on that. You see, but here's in order for that to work, the people that you're getting out gotta be real criminals, right? Where y'all go wrong at is, I'm gonna be honest, y'all are just not being real. You are not coming out and saying, you know what, I just want to look. We probably gonna get shut down anyway. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, y'all. Give me a few minutes. All my A1s, give me a minute. Let me just give Matt a little history lesson and give him what's really going on. Let him know that we hit to the fact. So here's the thing. If you all are getting rid of criminals, we're for that. What we're not for is getting rid of people who are at work, not committing crimes, and doing the things that they're supposed to do to be positive citizens of their communities. You see what I'm saying? But if you guys are for cleaning up crimes in our country, when are y'all going to deport 47? When are y'all going to start deporting the cheddar colored coat leader? Just saying, good morning to you. When are y'all going to deport his wife? You know, that whole Einstein visa that she got. And remember they were saying she went to college and she really didn't go to college. I'm gonna let y'all know some more stuff that you probably. I'm pretty sure your cheddar color coat leader didn't let y'all know back. But did you know his wife got the choo choo ran on her by Putin and his people? That's probably why your cheddar color coat leader sucks up to him so much. Yeah, yeah, things like that. Go do history. You see, like I said, while y'all were out in the trailers eating glue, the rest of us was in social studies, U.S. history, government, science, English, stuff like that. We was actually in class. You know, we wasn't out in the trailer in the back somewhere. You know, we that wasn't us. Why says right, cause him nor his kid's mom were citizens. Oh, when they were right, they wasn't. Right, right. So if we going based off y'all merit on who needs to be deported, the guy that you worship is a strong candidate for that. And I just need to know when y'all gonna get to that. You know. And here's something else we don't need. We don't need that lady that the cheddar color coat leader is married to. So get it on TV, and then she talked about the robot and she talked about AI because she doesn't know what she talked about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. They just put her up there to say something to make it seem like this is why she need to stay around because she know what's going on. Not true. She's a choo-choo. Got ran on by Putin. That's why Putin, man, Putin be, man, look, that's why your guy sucks up to Putin. And I'm gonna prove it to you because I know y'all like receipts, right? Not really, but I'm gonna tell you about receipts because I know y'all like facts. Oh yeah, not really. Y'all don't like that neither. But okay, but we're gonna still deal with facts. Here's how we can tell he's a suck up to Putin. That Putin really choo choo that wife. Here's what happened when the cheddar color coat leader, but shortly after he fake won that contest in November. Putin had pictures of the cheddar color coat leader's wife smeared all over the news over there in their country. And he didn't do nothing about it. He didn't do nothing about it. You do less to my wife, I'm knocking you clean out on sight. He ain't do nothing about it. But yet and still, here y'all are. You come on social media every day to defend Dirty Diaper Donnie. All the while making yourselves look crazy. We're going to get back to work. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wear and a short
We're on this
tank
picture.
top, or in one of his glorious homes.
When you hear indiscriminate age, that means that they, oh, nope, we're not on that picture yet. This is, did I get that picture? Okay. All right, look, my apologies. I didn't get all the pictures because there's so many. That sounds bad in itself, right? But it was so many. Okay, but this is a picture of him showing the island, Jeffrey East Island. And it's some words written on there. Let me see if I can read it. It says, or in one of his glorious, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll let him read it. But here's the thing, people. If you want to actually go and see the video that we're listening to and see all of the pictures, because like I said, I missed some. It was too many. Just inbox me. Like I said yesterday, just inbox me. And I'll send the link to you. And yes, this includes you all too. Matt, Charlie, BA, anybody else. Just inbox me. I got you. Somebody said she was an escort when she first moved to the United States. She worked for Epstein's agency. Hey, That's true. What's for dinner? I like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. In fact, she was at the Kit Kat Club. Now, some of you sloafers don't know what the Kit Kat Club is. So I'm gonna let y'all know. The Kit Kat Club was actually a club in New York. But the thing about it was these women of, like they're saying, indiscriminate age, which I'll let, because I know a lot of his supporters don't know big words like indiscriminate or anything like that. The only that like it only go to bigly for them. That's how big of a word bigly. So I'm going to explain what indiscriminate age means. Okay, this means they are not the age of consent. Okay, consent. What does that mean? I'm sure y'all saying that because y'all follow a guy who clearly doesn't know what that means. That means they weren't old enough to partake in the activities that he did with them. So in this club, these women who would come here, and it's just like What's for Dinner said, and we can pin that comment too because he's correct. They would come over here and go through that. The ones that was of indiscriminate age, they would come over here to the country. They would work there, and then people like the Cheddar Color Cult Leader and other people would go there, meet these girls, and remember these people. We actually did a show about it on the original count. The workers, the girls who were not the age of consent, after they got done working in the club, stuff like that, they would go across the street. Across the street, there was a place that they could cash their checks at because that place allowed you to cash your check without proper identification. See, you got to get with me if you're gonna come on here with this stuff and try to defend it. You got to get with me because I do this. You could ask my wife. I do this. I done shows on this already. So they would meet these women of indiscriminate age at the Kit Kat Club, right? And then they would get with them, and then it'd be wealthy men, it'd be stuff like that, including the Cheddar Color Cult Leader. They would get with them, and then they would go and do these things, right? Pause though, and this is a side note. I'm gonna bring up Camel Face for a minute, because one of his lyrics says, "Is this that from the Kit Kat Club? But I got enough chips stacked up to make a B backup." Just know that it's referenced still. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a race thing. It's nothing like that. We're just calling out what needs to be called out here, right? And I can't see some of y'all comments. Oh, What's for Dinner says it was made public after he ran in 2016. Her tax documents verified she was okay. I can't. Hold on. I might be able to go up. Nope. She was an escort. Okay, yeah. You're right. It did. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else that's gonna be in trouble when them tax documents get released too. I can't remember her name. But she's part of his cabinet too, or whatever. She's a brunette, and she's had a lot of cosmetic surgery done and stuff like that. And while she was married, she was giving to other guys, and that's how she climbed up the ranks here. I'll find her name. Hold on. Hey, Angie B said, in a certain prince that we have in the UK. See, this is what I love, when people just genuinely tell the truth. I have a hard time liking people who see that you giving them evidence and they still proceed to pretend like they don't see what you telling them, but got all the time in the world to talk to you to death about.
Hunter had pictures on his laptop. He was having snacks with people, and he had D-Rugs. Oh, and Hillary had emails, and Barack ain't even American. I don't know how. I need to see his birth certificate.
We have seen your president's criminal record. So don't come at us about nothing else. We don't want to hear nothing else. Don't call nobody else's crime out until you calling his out too. Because the difference between us and y'all is if committed a crime, we want them held accountable. And, and I forgot when I was talking about the trans triangular thing. I think that's what you said, Tiffany. And thank you for that, because you know how words go on here. That's another thing. Let's just put it out here. Let me help all you mindless MAGA mango minions out. Here's what the plan is. The plan is to get rid of people who are not YT. The plan of attack is to feed you all fake numbers and say that BLK women are the ones who get pregnant and get on welfare and stuff like that, or have abortions and stuff like that. When the truth, I'm sorry, ABs. I love TikTok shop, ABs. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Statistically, YT people are more on welfare or getting government assistance. So let's just put that to sleep. Secondly, they're feeding you that the BLK women get ABs, so you all can say that that's bad and get them out of here and stuff like that. But in all actuality, you want the YT women to procreate with YT men. And I'm here to tell y'all this too. I'm going to tie it in with some history. If you did, and yep, I'm going to piss y'all off some more. And guess what? If you got the top of the line GPS, you still won't find my give a F. If you were okay back then with YT men that was, I'm not going to call them that word, but you know, YT men that owned indentured servants and stuff like that, if you were okay with him sneaking out of his house at night and going down to the barracks and sexually assaulting BK women and BK girls, then I think you should be okay with YT women wanting to get that BLK. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. It's just your pride hurt. My little brother says, speaking of government assistance, that so-called town being built by YT people is not going well at all. It ain't. It ain't. But you know, this is what they fail to realize, little brother. This country was built on the backs of minority, which further proves what I said earlier. They weren't in class with us. They weren't. Tiffany says, or just love people no matter color. A thing, it's called Christ consciousness. Yes. Can we pin her comment? Let me give it up to you on that, bestie. You are so right on that. Let's get cheeky with it. Welcome in, Bessie. How you feeling today? Because you're right on that, Tiffany. And that's why I'm big on this here. And I always say this. Because we have, who was it? Charlie that's my Lord and Savior. Wait, hold on. Let me get his cricket self right.
My Lord and Savior is the only person I worship.
That's a lie. You couldn't. Because our Lord and Savior said, love thy neighbor. He did not specify color. If you've actually read the Bible, which I don't think you have, you would, I mean, it's evident you haven't. You, all throughout it, you can see God's main thing is love. And you are totally going against that. You're totally going against that. And it's a shame. But we are going to pray for you and your kind. Because that's what we do over here. That's what we do over here. But when you are when you are down here in that tribulation age, and you got that the mark of that beast on you, just know that was a choice you made. That's what you made. We're gonna pray for you. We're gonna pray for you, but you got to do your part.
That he likes to share with his friends, showing the Epstein Island. A photo right here of,
oh yeah, there we
of
go.
a woman's buttocks Forever Aspen with Francis, Snow Days, The Real Mushrooms. All the stuff is like very coded. There's this letter that
If you've seen the interview they done with Jeffrey E., one of the girls referenced his private part shaped like a mushroom. You get me? So even though it's coded words, if you've paid attention, then you can pretty much catch some of this, right? But at the end of the day, it's all sickening. Period. Pointblank.com. Let's go. We're on this picture now.
he received jizzies, a highly excited and distracted state of mind. Freakaboo, who's
All right,
watching
Tiffany. Hey,
who,
Tiffany,
not a
thank you for
cloud in the
dropping in,
sky.
bestie. Thank you for dropping in, and I'll be watching your shop thing. I'll be watching. In fact, I got me something right now, so I got to do a video on that. But you have a great day at class. I pray that you get everything accomplished that you need to get accomplished. Okay, and know that you of course you already know you're welcome back anytime you found. So, peace and blessings to you, and I love you, bestie.
To a collector of more than beautiful minds, he whom appreciates architecture, undulating landscapes, beauty marks, and ... I mean, this seems to be all coded for girls. I understand years ago, after Ghislaine came to Palm Beach horse show looking for what I thought was a horse, that she was on a mission. Mission for what? For a collection of breast photos, a compilation, of course, for you. I came to see you some months later. You told me to take off my top with the usual Epstein smile. You looked at my breasts and said, yeah, I was right. Memory served you correctly. The beauty mark was on the right breast. One quotable memory to a true friend with whom I shared so many complicities. I love you and wish you the best next 50 years. P.S. I know from the phone exchange some years back, you like my bra. So Jeffrey, which word out of this text do you understand? Just a beauty mark. And then there appears to be a photo of this person. Another photo of some young lady visiting you down in Palm Beach.
Hold on. Let me see if I got that one. Is that the next one? Yep.
Can't get a second of privacy with you and a camera around it. Ha. There's this photo that says, booby, happy birthday, you old fart. Don't worry. In your case, getting older, getting better. The memories. Then it goes and lists Bloomy's lingerie department. Are you lost? Then it talks about buying lingerie, chicken soup. Are you Jewish? Who's Jewish? What does he do for a living? I have made it. Then there seems to be these photos sent by, specially commissioned by Henry Rozovsky, it says.
Hold on. Let's get cheeky with it. It says how old the youngest victim was. That's hard for me to really answer, bestie. For the simple fact, there are also some names and ages of people that has been listed, but it's been scrubbed from social media. So there's no way to really find it. And I do have a picture of it saved in my old phone, I think, along with the court transcripts from a 13-year-old that the Cheddar Color Code leader and Jeffrey E. are listed as both are defendants on. After the show, let me hunt that down or track that down. Let me watch my words. Let me go find that, all right, in my old phone, and I'll send it to you. What I'll do though, I'll send it to you via text message, okay? Not on social media, because I know that they scrubbed it, or I haven't been able to find it since. But I definitely, I'm gonna get it to you. I got you. So just after the show, even if I haven't done it, just let me know. She said, yes, I'm going to do some investigation too. If I get it before you, I'll send it to you, my girl. That's why I rock with you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's give it up for Let's Get Cheeky with it. And W, Let's Get Cheeky with it in the live. Got my back. Okay, let me see if I got this picture. I'm not sure if I do. You can't really see it. All right, that's the picture. I guess he'll tell us what it's about. Let's see.
Not sure if that was an old Harvard dean. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like they're photos of breasts smushed or pressed down onto a piece of paper. And then there's a section called Children, which is redacted photos of children in pajamas and not wearing all that much clothes. Most of that's redacted. Just creepy letters from looks like little kids. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white.
There.
Where is the groom? He's in the ladies' room. Where is his reminder? Work here. It's unclear.
Pause. The chaos with, yeah, exactly. That part right there. The eyes. Pause. Because y'all, Trump publicans, Trump turdians, mango, mindless, MAGA minions, keep talking about men going into female restrooms when they got to use the bathroom because they are, identifying a different way. And I'm not getting into none of that. That's just different. But here's what I'm saying. What are you worried about? It's wrong. It's wrong. But what I'm saying is, why are you not as mad that these people, these men, going in the bathroom with these girls that's not age of consent? Y'all don't want to talk about that. It's baffling to me because y'all keep going on these same regurgitated points that the Cheddar Color Coat leader gives y'all to spew out to the world. But yet, have you not noticed anything that he says that's going on? It's usually because he's done it or is doing it. And y'all fall for it. Y'all act like it ain't him. Man, get up out of here with that, man. Come on now. No, hashtag I'm going to say it. We're going to say the quiet part out loud. It's facts over feelings over here. You did.
Hear what the rest of the word says, but it seems to be saying Jeffrey's in the ladies' room, which is deeply disturbing and sick. Just so you see, here's Ghislaine Maxwell
Angie B.
claiming
Hey,
that she
thank you for
doesn't know
joining.
anything. That's
I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, and you be safe and you have a great day. All right, bestie. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. All right, be safe. Thank you for joining us. Oh, let me read her comment. I didn't read her. She says, have to go, G Smooth. Keep being your brilliant self and keep talking your truth. Have a blessed day. She's awesome. She's amazing. My wife says they must be okay with it as well. That part, isn't it giving those vibes, babe? Babe, it's giving those vibes, isn't it? You come out here and you say it to everybody else, but you okay with him doing it, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why he keeps saying it's a hoax. It's a hoax. Let me get his, because
It's all a hoax. This is not true. I don't know Epstein, anything like that.
and then here y'all come out here and just hold on.
Yeah, he said he doesn't know Epstein like that, so he wasn't even a part of it. Yeah, he said it's a hoax, so it's a hoax. Hey, he said it's fake news, so it's fake news.
Question: why is it always fake news when he's being called out? But when he lie about somebody else, y'all believe it. I'm talking about hook, line, and sinker. Y'all believe in it. Yes, hey, let's get cheeky with it. Said, I need to be your voices. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I love Let's Get Cheeky with It. Man, I love that woman. But listen, let me tell you, there was a name when we was covering the Puffy Jacket trial, and I could not get this attorney's name right for nothing. And so when I'm reading the transcripts from the case and I get to his name, I point at the screen and she said, and the way she said it, man, listen, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, we had something going, boy. You do need to be my voices. You do need to be my voices. Look, any day that you're feeling up to it, if we got some names that I need, I got you. I'm just gonna reach out to you and ask you if you can do it. Only if you up for it though. That's it. But we rocked it that day. Teamwork made the dream work for sure. I'll never forget that.
in this book at all.
We had the live
this
cracking
book
up.
is new to her. There's another word for it called perjury. Play this clip.
We talked 2 minutes ago about this birthday book that there's been press about.
I don't know if I got
I understand you don't
that.
remember anything with President
I
Trump.
do, but
or
you can't
a lot
see
about
it.
the book anyway. Do you remember asking?
All right, so this is when the Cheddar Color Coat leader, second in command, the Blanche dude, went to the prison to visit Ghislaine Maxwell. And it says the book anyway. Do you remember asking the Cheddar Color Coat leader to submit a letter for that? And she said, I do not, which we know is a lie. We know we just know it's a lie. We know it's a lie, right? We know she know because she put the book together. We know that the Cheddar Color Coat leader wrote something in it or got something put in there because we just showed it a few minutes ago at the beginning of the show. Let's get cheeky. We said, we sure did. That was one of my first lives with you. And we had such a good time. Everybody did. We did. I wish we could get it back like that. But I honestly think that we are being suppressed because of what we cover. But I'm not going to stop, bestie. That's not what we here for. You know, and I know you part of that movement too. So I know you understand what I'm saying. So we know she lied. She said these things only to basically try to get a pardon, right? And we already knew this was going to happen. We already said this was going to happen when they started talking about the files and the list and everything coming out. We already said what he was going to do. And true to form, that's what he did. He tried to send somebody over to his second in command to coach her or tell her what to say just to try to make himself look good. Hey, mindless mango minions, we are not falling for it. Okay, we know what's going on. And I think you all get mad at the fact of the matter that we don't play Slofer for y'all. You know? Okay, I got. She said we can and we will. I mean, okay, I'm looking forward to it. And you know, as usual, I'm looking forward to your live too. I'm ready for your show to get kicked off. I know it's gonna be good. I know when it starts up, it's gonna be hot. I already know it.
President Trump to submit a letter for that?
I do not.
And then, of course, the Trump regime, like Caroline Levitt, saying that the Trump letter is a forgery, that what the Epstein estate planted it in there 20 years ago or so in order to harm Donald Trump. I mean, with all those other letters that I just read to you, others that also reference Donald Trump, it was a part of an elaborate scheme is what the Trump regime is saying. And they're saying that can't be his signature. Where here's a letter from Donald Trump to Lillian Jane Vogt, identical signature. Here's a letter by Donald Trump to Larry King, identical signature. Here's a letter from Donald Trump to Mayor Giuliani at the time, identical signature. Here's a letter from Donald Trump to Hillary Clinton, identical signature at the time as well. So it's all there, folks, before your eyes. Let me know what you think. Hey,
let's give it up to Midas Touch Network. Once again, great narration. It came with the receipts, you know. So here's what I want to ask y'all. What are y'all gonna do now? What are y'all gonna go to now? Mindless mango MAGA minions. What are y'all going to do now at the fact that we know he's lying? We know that that's his signature. Yes, Bessie, it's very pathetic. It's sickening and pathetic. That's his signature. So to sit here and say, and Pam Blundy just needs, I don't know why she just don't walk away. I would not allow myself to look so clueless for somebody else. But then again, it is that picture that's on social media where she's of an indiscriminate age and she's with him, the Cheddar Color Coat leader. So that might have something to do with it. Who knows? Downey Digital says they still believe in him. I know, right? They just drink the Kool-Aid like they don't know that it's already tainted. And the thing about it is, at one point you could feel some kind of sympathy for him, but now you can't because they're choosing to do it. As we just done, we provided them with the evidence, and they still proceed to act like no crime is being committed. And here's the thing: we're not even done with the book, people. We're not even nowhere near done with it. So again, I'm gonna let y'all know, if you would like to see that video in its entirety and be able to see the pictures that's in it that goes with it, by all means, you can inbox me. When you inbox me, I will send you the link so you can go and watch it in its entirety if you'd like. As sickening as it is, I hate that. I hate that, but we've got to hold these people accountable, people. We've got to. Like, our country depends on it. He's gotten away with so many things that he should have gotten away with already. And it's not just him. It doesn't stop at the cheddar color coat leader. We have more people doing sinister things. We haven't forgotten about Puffy Jacket, Camel Face, none of them. Right? We're gonna shine the light on right. That's what we're gonna do here. Remember, if you missed any past episodes of hashtag I'm gonna say it, you're in luck. Because this show will be airing in its entirety over on Rumble as well. I'll be live streaming it on Rumble, YouTube, as well as Facebook. But if you're watching it on Facebook, you have to go to my fan page. It is not going to be broadcasted on my personal page. All right? So I just want to make sure we get that out there. If you need information on either platform of mine, let me know. Inbox me. I'll make sure you get that information that you need. And thank you. You have a good day as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Chaos Witch.
Every single day.
Chrissy said I'll send you my FB info. Okay, do that, and then I'll send you mine, and we'll exchange it that way, so you can stay up to date with me. I'm just now starting to put it on there though, because I was putting it on my personal page, but it wasn't broadcasting to nobody. Let's get cheeky with it. I love you, bestie. Keep being strong. Keep being a fighter. Keep being a survivor. Keep being an inspiration. I love you. I love you to life. Everybody, yeah, stay blessed. Everybody stay blessed. Downey Digital, you welcome back anytime. Thank you for your help, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, later to you, and you have a good day as well. And I'll give you a follow back as soon as I wrap the show.
Can you feel it now? The tension in the air. The weight of the world.
Hey, I love you, Dev. I love you. He says going by my movie star. I love it, Dev. I love it, Bessie. Thank you. Hey, make sure you keep providing me with the videos, right? I appreciate that. Give it up to my moderators that worked hard in today's show. Give it up to all my gifters. Hey, and let's give it up to everybody that spent time with us and joined in and enjoyed the show. Yes, even you all. Mango Mindless MAGA Minions. We appreciated y'all as well. But remember, you can be anything in the world. Be somebody. Be somebody. This has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, signing off from the newsroom. Peace and blessings. I love you all to life.